right in front of the patient. And you go, well, we've got a defective frame here. This happens now and then. I'm glad we didn't dispense them to you. We'll get you another brand new one. Because these frames are all made to be adjusted exactly how I showed you guys when they create them and weld them. And sometimes welds just are defective. A lot of times when you break it and you see, you take a look at it, you'll look at the two parts and you can see it wasn't welded the whole way. It had one little spot where it had a weld, nowhere else. Okay.
He's going through the garbage.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay, and then while everyone's doing adjustments and dispensings, again, like you pulled me out, you pulled me over. That was very good that you did that. But if you have, after you adjusted or even before or whenever, if you guys have further questions about these things, these challenges that you have, then ask me. But always think about where are you making the point of the bend. That's very important. Mm-hmm. Where are you making the point of the bend? If I were to bend, if I wanted to bend this right here, I wouldn't grab it like this and then start bending. You have to isolate where you bend. You have to be like that. Okay, there you go.
Occasionally we have somebody with a hearing aid. What's the special consideration for that?
Okay, there is special consideration for that. So you have to take a look. If the temple, some of these temples, like this guy, it's fairly thick. Some are even thicker than this. That really pushes their hearing aid out. If it's thin, a lot of times you can just disregard that as a hearing aid. But I try, and again, this has to do with frame selection. You've got to look at that before you say it's okay. So you put it on the patient and you go, now notice your hearing aid with this on, it's not affected, but look what happens when we adjust them right behind the ear. So you'll do this. So you say, because you have a hearing aid, let me adjust this to see what's going to happen once we go to adjust the glasses. So once I adjust this right behind the ear, you see how much further this is? All of a sudden now their hearing aid goes out like that. You go. I want to know what you think, how that feels. Is that going to distract you? How does it look? You notice your hearing aid is sitting down a little further? Yeah, I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Well, we could still possibly use this frame, but we'll have to adjust it a little differently than we do most. And I don't say we have to adjust it wrong or counteract. I just say, we'll adjust it a little different. So rather than having the temples go down like that, we're going to adjust the frame like this on both sides. So we're going to adjust them both so they have a little bit of wrap behind your head and they follow the curve, the radius of your head, and will increase the tension. How does that feel? And they go, well, that's pretty good. Can you increase the tension more? So what you do is you just increase the tension a little bit more. And they go, yeah, I like that better. I don't want it touching my hearing aid. So that's a good question.
So increasing the tension, would you heat this and bend that in like we did with mine?
Yeah,
or?
so you certainly do look at this. Okay. I can't increase the wrap. It's already wrapped a lot. So what you certainly wouldn't want to bend it right there, because look how weird that looks. It got the, some of these frames would bend. It would be like that. Mm-hmm. That would. So what I would do, I would always try to heat this here and bring this in. Mm-hmm. Now you already know you're going to need a whole lot of heat with this frame. Look how heavy the frame is. See the material? So you have to know that when you go to heat it. Okay, so, and sometimes if I just need to increase it a little bit, can you put that one away? If I just need to increase it a little bit, the tension, I may might take something like this. And look, again, isolating the bend. I'm gonna take my hand right here and my thumb right here, and look how I double up. And without even touching that hinge, look what I did. And there, it doesn't look so bad to the patient. They don't even look to see that the bend is there rather than at the hinge. You see? So you can make a quick, easy bend. And sometimes I'll do that, especially if I just need to make that frame sit a little bit further out on that side, and I don't want to really adjust that end piece. With glass lenses, we almost have 100% plastic. With glasses, whenever you bent this hinge in the past years, you could flake the glass. It's a very common thing.
Do what to the glass?
Flake it. The glass flakes.
Like a piece of, like a
Yeah,
flake comes
just-
off of it?
Yeah, just a little. Okay. That used to be a real problem. Okay.
So a number of our frames say cold glaze only,
Cold insert.
Okay.
or yeah, cold insert.
If it ever says that, oh, cold insert, then cold insert, is that what you're asking?
I've never seen cold glaze.
I'm thinking about windows, glazing windows. What do they say? Some of those BBs, I think, do. Not BBs, BCBGs.
When somebody give me a question, I'll give you an answer. I don't know what